So I'm gonna prove actually how what is being done to nurses, what a scam it is, like Magnet. I'm gonna prove it. But I first wanted to say this is a piggyback a little bit off of my last video, which was that last month in Chicago, all of these C-suite leaders around the country got together, just to pat themselves on the back. They're the problem. These are your chief nursing officers and above. They are the ones calling the shots. It used to be like nurse managers. I don't really blame them so much. Some are worse than others, but they usually are trying to play a balancing act. They know it's bullshit. But the nurse managers over units, they used to have so much more power. They took all that power. The C-suite took it all away. So that's why I don't have a lot of respect for chief nursing officers, because they bend the knee and they decide, oh, I can sacrifice doing the right thing because now I'm a leader. I don't consider that a leader because you don't know how to do the right thing. So one of the things many of these people, these leaders at this event said that, how they're transforming their healthcare systems is they've merged. And years ago, I saw this as a problem. I thought, oh, this is so bad. You do not want your hospitals monopolized. First of all, it hurts the community and it hurts nurses, because if you leave it like Northwestern, it is in Chicago, it owns everything almost up to the Wisconsin border on the north side of Illinois. And even on, other parts. They are a huge monopoly. And like 10 years ago, Northwestern, who their hospital is near North Shore Hospital. The CEO of Northwestern went to the CEO of North Shore and said, let's merge. And the CEO of North Shore said the Federal Trade Commission will never let us do it. And the CEO of Northwestern said, we have ways around the Federal Trade Commission. That's how embedded that corrupt system is. And I'm sure that's not the only. And the CEO for North Shore said that under oath. It was in an article of the Chicago Tribune. So they have used their power and their ins with the FTC, or the Federal Trade Commission, to make all these monopolies. And the people it hurts the most is you. Because when you take a hospital system into your socialized monopoly system medicine, then you no longer have hospitals that are competing for your business, then when they're competing, like you have two different hospital systems in the same town, then they're going to compete to get you to come there. But when one healthcare system owns them all, then all they have to care about is money. That's where it's at now because of that. Because of the dirtbags, the scumbags in a nice suit, the C-suite. So I know this hospital, it's McNeil, I'll show it in a minute, McNeil Hospital in Berwyn, okay? They've never really had a great reputation. It could be a great hospital, it could. It's a little community hospital, but not anymore. It merged with Loyola. So this is where I'm going to prove to you what a joke Magnet of nursing is. So, because this was a bunch of leaders that got together in Chicago last month. So, Pierce Moniz, president of Loyola Medicine McNeil Hospital. As president of Loyola Medicine McNeil Hospital, I am proud to highlight our team's incredible achievement in 2024. We received Magnet accreditation with distinction. This prestige recognition places us among only 11 hospitals nationwide to earn this honor. It reflects our unwavering commitment to excellence in nursing and patient care. This achievement is not just a testament to our exceptional staff's dedication and hard work, but also a recognition of our collaborative culture where every team member plays a vital role in enhancing patient outcomes and fostering a supportive environment. We are excited to build on this success as we continue to strive for the highest standards in healthcare. So I'm going to prove to you how Magnet is a scam. Because, first of all, Magnet, if you get the recognition, it takes like a year. The CEOs do nothing. It's all the nurses in the hospital. They have to get together on their time off. It's all about shared governance and making your departments be the shining example of best nursing and best care. And I worked at a place that had gotten the recognition, and the next day, the hard work was taken down. Now, that doesn't happen at all the hospitals, but the only thing all that serves is the CEO. They get a little extra money if they're magnet status, and they made you work to get it for them so they can have their little plaque in the lobby. CEO never did shit. But then they get to run around and brag like this, okay? Except it's a fraud. It's a lie. And I don't mean the nurses are a fraud. They use the nurses to try to gain this. I think they do it just because they want, I think these C-suite executives, they just want to control every little bit of a nurse's, even free time. I really do, because again, they're all part of the globalist problem. As all this has happened, as all the hospitals have merged, there's been more and more disrespect and more things that nurses used to be in charge of and were not, were really just seen as trash and treated that way. They may smile to your face, the C-suite, but when they know that they're just stabbing you in the back every shift, they're just dirt bags. And if you don't think the whole everybody that works there doesn't know it, they do. And that's why there's a continual turnover rate that's high. So this is from Indeed, a review. This was just this month. Find another hospital. It's from an RN. Everyone I'm just going to show a few of these reviews, but there's tons and tons and tons of negative, the same kind of reviews that's going on at every hospital. I'd stay away. Lots of lack of morale, frustrating dealing with upper management, unsafe ratio at times. It's just not fair or safe. There are plenty of hospital systems that will treat you better. Yeah, no, those are slim pickings these days. All registered nurses treat senior staff poorly, value profits over people. Yep, that's what happens when you go into a socialized medical system where all of the hospitals have monopolized and continue to do so, is that they don't have to compete for your business. They don't have to have the best care, the best equipment, or the best staff, because now they're all owned under one umbrella. And yet at that meeting they had in Chicago with all those leaders, they raved about how now we have care under one umbrella. Yeah, and you screwed the community to do it. Because when they have to compete with each other, you'll get the best care because it forces them to compete with another healthcare system. That's what they've done, the C-suite to your healthcare system. So, toxic workplace culture, no experienced staff. They do not value senior staff, prefer new grad nurses. All of them prefer new grads, and there's a simple explanation for that. Because they know the new grads won't know what it used to be like in nursing, how we used to be respected. And I mean respected where we weren't micromanaged and managers had a say over their own units. New grads aren't going to know that it used to be different. They'll just think it's always been the way the C-suite tells them it is. Most charge nurses have 1 to 2 years experience. Same with doctors. Received very poor care. So this is somebody who's an RN and also was a patient and received poor care there. Dangerous ratios and low pay. Business oriented, not patient care oriented. It's like that everywhere. Poor staffing, non-existent nurse-physician collaboration. Didn't stay very long. Not appreciated. And that person went on to say that there were no pros. The cons, poor staffing, inexperienced staff, all of the highly rated doctors are leaving. Believe the Google reviews online. And yet they said just last month, McNeil Hospital, and that's all reviews from McNeil, and there's so many more others, that they got magnet status. How? It's supposed to be the most excellent nursing care. And I'm not saying the nurses aren't good. It's just that it's a fraud. Magnet will give it to certain hospitals because then it serves the CEO. It doesn't serve you because they still short staff you, and it's worse care than before the C-suite was in charge. The C-suite needs to get out of the way so we can fix healthcare.